Alright, here we go. It is 3:19 in the morning. The mileage is 232,249 on the dot. And we are leaving for South Carolina. So, 15-hour journey for an 8.5-hour trip. We got in late last night and we kind of pulled a couple things out, and this morning we're going back and we're doing the same thing. We've got a Packard Bell tabletop here. This is made by Matsushita, and the CRT is an open filament. And then this is a Packard Bell Roundy here, and it had a marginal tube in it, but the cabinet's pretty gone. So we're just kind of going through, and it's pretty dark in here, but we're just kind of going through and we're pulling sets out. That Sylvania tabletop there is something I want to grab, and then there's a Zenith Roundy there and a Halo light. But I mean, there's just a lot of TVs here. Another Packard Bell back there. There's a Philco Roundy back there, which is pretty gone. And there's another Philco Roundy here. And this one had a really good CRT, but it had a short in the red gun, but it would click off and on. The short would come back and go away. So we're going to see if we can't clear that, and if we can, this will come home. And the roof's kind of going in on this place. You can see daylight through it there. But here's a all metal Motorola tabletop. I want to check that one out too. But it's just they're just all over the place, and some of them are worse than others, let's say. You know, like that Sylvania, there's the chassis for it, just the whole bottom just fell out. Some of this stuff is really, really bad. And some of it's like, there's a new in-box Packard Bell audio console. You know, these are all new in-box stuff here. Just kind of rotting away. And this is one half of the facility. We'll go into the other half here in a little while. But like, I mean, that's the extent of it. It's pretty pitiful. So, you know, got a couple portables. There's a Philco, and here's a Sylvania kind of tabletop, missing the knobs. And then this one was one I was gonna try to get out of here too. This is a Packard Bell Japanese set. I think this one's built by Matsushita too, and it's got a cataract. But yeah, just kind of just TVs as far as the eye can see. So this video is going to be kind of one of those where we'll pull something out and we'll check it out and we'll get a little clip of it. I think there's another one. Just gone, man. Just cabinets are done. That looks almost RCA-ish. No, it's a Motorola. Oh, that's Packard Bell. So we'll roll some video out in a little bit. This is me testing the CRT in this Philco, and we'll get a look at it here. CTC 16 or 12 clone, and it's pegged them all out. Bring the heater down a little bit. But what's going on is, let's see if I can get it to do it. The red gun is shorting. Let's put a wrap on this. Yeah, see that? I couldn't say I've seen that before, but so anyway, we'll get you on the next one. So we're pulled out a couple. This is a Sylvania, and it had a good CRT. We pulled this Philco out. It started to mist on us too. And then you've already seen these two. We pulled this Motorola out too. It's got a good CRT. We're gonna grab it. It's metal. So is that Sylvania. And then we're pretty much kind of done in here for right now. I don't think there's really anything else that is worth taking. That Sylvania Halo light had an open filament. And then this here, this Zenith Roundy here is just dead. Just so dead. It's just not even worth it. We did have one of these working though. Plugged this Packard Bell in and it just... Well, it came alive earlier. I think, did the power switch die? Oh, there it goes. We had this little thing working here. It is misty today. Yep. Still works. So we're at the top of the layers here. We're in the back room. This is kind of where all the 50s and 60s stuff is. And I'm looking at this Teleking, and there's got two of them. There's one there too, but I'm just kind of looking at this thing, and dude, the CRT is just, the bluing in that gun is horrible. See if you can see the rest of it. And there's a round screen, black and white down there in RCA. There's a GE Hot Point. There's a Raytheon there. And just kind of looking around. I don't really need any 50s stuff. But we're just kind of going through some sets. It looks like a Philco down there. But hold on. There's a Philco there. I don't know what this is. No brand on it. But yeah, that's just a lot of stuff. This was that. Yeah, look. It's got a Metal Bell CRT. The socket's junk. Here's a Dumont. Majestic. Yeah, just this is kind of cool. This is a new old stock Sylvania black and white console. Yeah, new old stock. And it's solid state too. Brand new. That's pretty neat right there. And if I had the room, I'd grab it, but I don't. Some other interesting things. I don't know what this is. I think it might be the big screen RCA. But here's this other Teleking. Some RCA stuff back in here. Philco. It's one of those Miss Americas. RCA Victor. But this is something really special here. This is a 20, either what is it, a 21 inch or a 24 inch Metal Bell Majestic. I think we're gonna pull this one out. That's an Admiral there. Crosley Super. And they're just kind of all stacked up. Zenith Bug Eye up there. There's a halo light. That's a Philco microgrid. But they're just kind of... just a bunch of them. That one's been deneckified. Yeah. So is this one. I don't know what even this was. Big old set. But there's kind of a lot of junk all over the place. There's a Westinghouse in there. Yep, Westinghouse. Oh, black and white console. But James, you got your set on the tester?
Oh yeah, come see it.
Is it?
Come see how much emissions it has.
Is it completely dead?
It moves. I'll say that. It moves the needle.
Just kind of old appliances all over the place. Yeah. The roof is coming down on this joint. But
oh. Take a look at this.
This is what he's picked up.
Yeah, press that button and see how
How
good
blue is the gun?
all of it.
Well, it's not. It doesn't look bad.
Okay, well, that says otherwise.
Yeah. Get the party started. This is a Sylvania. We just pulled this one out. Sylvania Roundy. And it's got a brightener on it.
Oh yeah, that really woke it up to 3.
It'll go. It'll come out. What is this? A KCS 66.
It's all there. They didn't part it out.
No. Is that got a... It is. Oh wow.
Aluminum.
No. It's a metal CRT.
Huh.
Wow. I've never seen one of those metal bell rectangulars, yeah. It is, it's one of those metal bell rectangulars. What are we at? What are we at for emissions? It's coming up.
Yeah, let it sit for a little bit.
I figured I'd kind of show the rest of this place. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of gone. There's just sets everywhere. Some of them gutted, some of them not. There's a chassis in that one. That one's just like the other one we just had, but the CRT's nicked and somebody smashed the safety glass. Packard Bell. But the water damage is bad. Like, just standing water all over the place. It's already eaten that one. That's a pretty neat looking one, right? That's a Packard Bell. But yeah, there's really nothing back there. I'm not really going to walk back there. But we'll come up front. Another Packard Bell. That's an earlier style Packard Bell. Lots of Sylvanias. He was a Sylvania and Packard Bell dealer. And I think the rest of these are just trade-ins. There's another one of those Sylvania tabletops. I might grab that one too. But yeah, just a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. See, the roof's been coming in leaking here. Oh, there's another halo light. I wonder if this one's got a open filament too. We'll have to check that CRT. But let's get over. That's a big ass Packard Bell. To here. I'm gonna make that spider angry, aren't I? Just a bunch of sets in here too. A bird just flew in. There's a bunch of these little Packard Bell astronauts. These little guys right here. Does that even have a chassis in it? Yeah, it's still in there. That's a General Electric. No good. That's a GE. That's what used to be. Everything in here has got a bad cataract too. But there's a Westinghouse there. Here's an astronaut. A bunch of spiders. There they are. There's all those astronauts. Yeah, there's just a bunch of them. They're just stacked in there like pancakes. So we'll probably pull a couple of those out too. Just whatever. No, that's the reju function. It just bumps the filament up. It's a cheap tester. This was the only little portable color tube tabletop I found. This is a Packard Bell Teledyne. And the CRT checks good, except the blue gun, the filament is open. So there's only two filaments, red and green, and they both check good, but there's only two filaments. And then this one I'm gonna grab too. This is an RCA. GE. And then we had a Zenith Roundy up here with a pretty dead picture tube too. So, dims the works for right now. Well, we're back home, and I would say it went well, but just outside Nashville, Tennessee, my buddy lost his car. Somebody stopped in the middle of the interstate, and I almost hit him, and he hit him, and totaled his car out. So, not a very good time. We had a couple breakdowns on the way there, and then it was all going so well on the way back until that happened. But we're just going to quickly kind of look at what we brought back. And this is all of it. Or 95% of it. I brought some other stuff back from my father. He's kind of into this stuff too. So, got a little Silvertone here. All metal cabinet. And there's an Emerson. This has got a metal cabinet too, but plastic on back and plastic front. I didn't even check the CRTs in these two, I just grabbed them. There's a Packard Bell Teledyne, little 15-inch color set, and this one has an open filament in the CRT, but only on one gun. So I grabbed this. I think I have another one of these that's got a really garbage chassis, and I think the CRTs are interchangeable. There's a new old stock Sylvania record player. I've got two of those. They're both still in the box. They're both white. Here's a Philco black and white hybrid set. I didn't check the tube on this one either. I just threw it in the truck. Here's an all-metal Zenith. Metal front, metal cabinet, and even a metal back. Yeah. Metal back. I didn't check the tube on this one either. I just threw it in the truck. And then here's the only kind of 50s set I got. It's an RCA. It's got the first generation rectangular tube. It's a Metal Bell CRT, and it checked okay. It was a little weak, but the cabinet's in really good shape. This is a Packard Bell Roundy that's in very poor condition. The CRT checked weak. I just basically brought this thing home for parts. Looks like I lost a knob too. So, yeah. The cabinet's just gone. Totally gone. It's a 21cc18, and this has the horizontal chassis in it, or vertical chassis in it. Here's a Motorola. This is an all-metal Motorola. This is a 21-inch tabletop. This one had a good CRT, very good. And, oh, I am missing a knob. I didn't notice that. This one has a really bad cataract. It's got an RCA style cataract, though, so it should be pretty easy to get off. These are pretty rare, I think. I've never seen another one. I think this uses a 23 EG picture tube. Down here is a Packard Bell, like 19-inch color wooden cabinet. This is made by Matsushita, and the CRT, I think, has an open filament. I'm not 100% sure on that. It looks like I've got a gouge in here too. But if it does, I'm going to try to weld it. And if it does have an open filament, this is going to become parts. So right here is two Sylvania 20. Hello, neighbor dog. Two Sylvania 22-inch color sets, all metal. This one had a good CRT, and they actually have two different style cataracts. This one's got the halo, so I guess this is a replacement tube. But that one checked good, and I didn't end up checking this one. So I don't know about that one, but... Here is a Sylvania Roundy. It's the only one without a cataract. This one's all metal. I have the legs for this one. I have the legs for this one and that one. And, boy, you ain't the brightest tool, aren't you? So this one had a pretty weak tube. I think this is a 16 clone. This one had a brightener on it, but it's got a really, really good shape cabinet. So, you're just a retard. So we're gonna probably end up putting a CRT in this one. And get out of here. The one below, it's a Philco. I think this is a 16 clone too. Come on, get. Come on, go. That dog ain't bright. So, Philco, good lord. All channel color. And this one had a booming strong tube, but it had like a short on the red gun that would just go away on its own. So I have a good tester that'll clear shorts. So hopefully we can do that. The cabinet's kind of done. Not a very good cabinet. Not my style either. And of course it's got a pretty heavy cataract. Yeah, this one was in a real good environment. This one, the Sylvania, was in a real dry place. And this one and that one were obviously not. So, yep, that's what we ended up grabbing. Was that worth 1,000 miles on the road? Probably not, but I don't know, we're all a little crazy. And then here's another record player and a brand new audio system that did not do very well in the rain. So, yep, those are the finds. There was, I think we found 9 roundies. I took 3 and my buddy took 1. So, we'll do some videos on this stuff. There's plenty here. Lots of cataract removals. There's gonna be plenty of those. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one's starting to go. So almost 6 cataract removals. And I'll be kind of worried about these rectangular ones, but yep. There it is, the end of a trip there, and kind of the end of that place too. It's not going to be around much longer from what I'm told. So, thanks for watching. More to come later.